Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Tony with Quick Tech Solutions. I'm going to try something a little different. I have the Grandstream GDS 3725 video door station. This is new to me, and as I learn about it, I'd like to take you guys along with me on the journey. So I'm going to do something new in the sense of making a series of short video clips, with each video clip about this device introducing a new feature. I searched for content so I could learn about this device and similar devices, and I came up empty, just came up with some older video stations from the past. So I hope you like this journey. Stay tuned. There's just going to be a series of short videos. Again, each video introducing something new about this device. So let's get started with the introduction, its features, and a look at the UI. All right, so inside the box, you get the unit itself, a metal wall plate for mounting on a wall, a mounting template, which is nice, quick start guide, regulatory information, a blank key card, mounting screws and anchors, and a back plate with pass-through for the cabling. Taking a closer look at the unit, you do have your keypad on the front of this particular device, your camera, there's a light on the top, there's two microphones, and then you have the speaker on the bottom. Taking a look at the back of the device, I'll give you a closer look at that. You have your terminals for mounting relays to an electric strike as well as an alarm system, and then in the center you can plug in as your Ethernet port, and it's PoE powered with 802.3 AF PoE. So the GDS series video door stations come in three flavors: the GDS 3725, which is what I have, the 3726, which is similar just without keypad, and the 3727, which is a smaller device and it has built-in Wi-Fi 6, the only model of the three with built-in Wi-Fi. They have 4 megapixel cameras, security against magnetic interference, supports multiple door opening methods, which we'll take a look at, integrated Bluetooth, support for cloud mobile app, supports AI-based behavior, built with metal casing, IP66 weatherproof. That's the GDS 3725 and the 3726. The 3727 is built with plastic and it's IK7 rated, and they're all IP66 rated. And then they have built-in dual microphones like I mentioned earlier. The compression is H.264. We'll just take a look at some of these specs. 30 frames per second. PIR supported 3 to 5 meters, 10 to 16 feet. 2 microphones. Speaker is 3 watts. And the speaker actually sounds pretty good from the testing that I've done. Again, Wi-Fi is just the 3727 model. Well, here's all the different voice codecs. So I'll drop a link to this document down in the video description. The GDS 3725 offers several ways to open doors. You could input a PIN code on the keypad, use an IC ID card, a QR code. You can also use Bluetooth, NFC, you could use DTMF, and you could also do a one-click unlock using your mobile phone. Alright, so finally I want to take you through and show you the user interface using a desktop browser. The username is admin. And the password can be found on the back of the unit on a little sticker here on the bottom. The first thing they're going to ask you to do is change it. Now, I've already logged in and I've been testing it, so I've changed my password. But the first thing you do is change your password when you log in. It brings you to a system info page, and you can see some of the information here and the status. It shows you your network status. Going down the left menu, we'll just go down real quick. The account status, it supports 4 SIP accounts. Now I have one configured already. Again, I've been testing, but we'll show you how to do that in upcoming short videos. And then there's a real-time view which actually shows you the camera. So you're looking at a real-time view of the actual camera on the device right now. It's pretty good actually. It's 1920 by 1080. The first stream, the second stream is 1280 by 720. So it gives you different options. Moving on, we have our access control settings. So if we go into our basic settings, here's where you can configure the door settings. So you have your access control, doorbell settings, the open door settings, manager key settings, and keep door open settings. You have user management. You can set up schedules for opening and closing the door. You have a record of the door status. Here's where you would configure your alarm settings. Now I haven't done anything with this and probably won't cover this area. Your audio visual settings, monitoring supports OnVIF and RTSP. Again, here are the accounts. This is the first count that I have set up. You can see there's 3 other accounts, so we could set up SIP accounts, and we're going to do that in an upcoming video, and I'll show you. Here's a list of the outgoing calls, the call history, the call different settings, the phone settings. You have general settings, ringtone, multicast paging. Here are the network settings, the Ethernet settings. It supports OpenVPN, and you have your advanced settings here. Under system settings, you have your typical security settings, time settings, all your different preferences, backup and restore, email settings, FTP settings. Under maintenance, you could do upgrade and provisioning. Now I haven't checked to see if there's an upgrade for this yet, but I will do that eventually. I just want to take you through the interface quickly. There's an application and account sharing. So under diagnostic, you have different diagnostic tools, so we could test the microphone, mic 1 and mic 2. If I go to speaker and test the speaker, you can hear the tone. You can reset your key test. Now there's a light test here, so you have your main light up on top, and then you have your indicator light. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the small window, but I'm going to start the testing, and I'm going to turn the light on. And you should see the light come on. I'll turn it off, turn it back on. Now what you're probably not going to see is the little LED indicator. So you have display green, display red, display blue, and display white. Again, that's the little indicator light under the camera. So we'll stop the testing. You have your certificate test, your SD card slot. There is an SD card slot in the back of the unit, and it supports up to 250 gig card. Correction, that's 256 gigabytes. Your relay out test and a bunch of other tests. So that's a first look, initial video. Again, the upcoming videos will be different things about this device that I'm learning as I go. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel for more content. And if you'd like to see more, please click the video on the screen. And thank you so much for watching.